Hello and welcome to another daily market update by Market Intel. My name is Ben and today we want to take a look at another cryptocurrency chart. I will take you through the AVAX short-term and long-term charts. This chart is very important and also in a very interesting spot at the moment because we're very close to a trading area. Let's start. So as always, we are on the Market Intel website. Here you can see the different asset classes we cover. Feel free to use the link in the description. You can register completely for free and then you will receive daily free Elliott-Wave updates for all these asset classes. We cover, for example, a range of cryptocurrencies. HBAR, for example, was updated recently, Chainlink, Solana, Kronos, Ripple, Litecoin, and of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum. We click here on AVAX, Avalanche, and then I said to you, we are doing the long-term charts and the short-term. So let's start actually on the weekly chart. I'll click on it. And this is the long-term chart for AVAX. AVAX, like many other cryptocurrencies, is currently most likely in a third wave rally. So we are dealing here with a structure, as you can see, which bottomed end of 2023 in magenta wave 2, which in my interpretation, in our interpretation, is the end of the bear market. And from here, magenta, the third wave magenta actually started. As I always explain, a third wave is typically the strongest wave in a cycle. Yeah, typically extended, typically the strongest wave, especially in cryptocurrencies. These third waves extend a lot, and they are typically the waves that we want to get into and be positioned in to trade, for a very profitable trade and to trade the trend. This is the element of the trend which is the strongest. So after the third wave, we get a wave 4 and a wave 5. These are nice to have, but the third wave is really like the main element of the trend. And that's normally what Elliott-Wave traders try to trade. Most of them, you can trade anything, but it's all about getting positioned for these setups, for these trades, which give you a very, very good reward to risk ratio. I mean, best time to get positioned was of course down here, the bear market, but obviously there are always, in any uptrend, there are going to be pullbacks, and these pullbacks can be used to find positions, for example. So it means long-term targets here for AVAX range between $315 to $351. And please disregard the timeline. I mean, that is, Elliott-Wave is a price-based system, not really a time-based system. So please be aware of that. It shouldn't be taken for granted just because it's positioned here, that third wave in 2025. It might be a little later, it might be a little earlier. Important is that we have a very important resistance level here on the chart, $103.64. Very important resistance level is this previous B wave high. That is also a level that, can be considered a breakout point. Okay, before we go to the short-term chart, I want to remind you, let me know in the comments any cryptocurrencies or stocks or other assets that we cover that you want me to analyze, so we can cover them in a future video potentially. Also, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you like the content. It definitely supports the channel and will spread out the content. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the short-term chart, 4-hour chart. This is now where it's getting interesting. Here on this chart, you can see that AVAX on the smaller time frame, this is the 4-hour chart, that AVAX formed a wave 1, which topped here at $50. This wave 1 then led into a correction, which we interpret as a so-called wave 2 correction. There's a trading area here on the chart. It's between $17.48 and $29.30. Somewhere in here, the reversal should happen from a wave 2 into a third wave rally. This wave 2 is considered an ABC structure. So in the preferred scenario, we see the price dip into this support zone once more. It was already touched in April in this swing low here, and that was around $29, but it just seems more likely that we get another dip. We see that as 67% likely, so we assign a probability of 67%, and then the price might test $29.30, $24.42, or maybe even $17.48. Important is that the price turns around before really breaking below $17.48. Then after this low is formed, the price should turn around, rally above $50, and get into this larger degree third wave. Now, in an alternative perspective, it's possible that a low is already in and that we're extending higher directly without visiting this trading area, but we only assign a 33% probability. We would have to readjust the probabilities and readjust the primary scenario if there is a direct break above $50. That's a very important breakout point. But as you can see here, the move in what is blue wave 4 here can be counted nicely as a WXY structure, as a correction, which allows for one more low. It is a very, very choppy and boring sideways range here, and that just doesn't give us enough upside momentum to clearly say that we've bottomed already. So yeah, that's the update about AVAX, Avalanche. Hope you enjoyed the update. If you did, then please feel free to use the link in the description. Here you can obviously register for free, and then you get all these Elliott-Wave updates completely for free. And also don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.